Hello everyone, this is Ritika from IELTSMaterial.com, and in my today's video, I'm going to touch the major pain area of many of our students, and that is IELTS reading. If you want to score a higher band in your IELTS reading, then do watch this video where I'm going to share all the important tips and tricks that will definitely help you to get your desired band. One of the most challenging things while doing the reading test is how to manage time, because many times students are concerned that they are not able to wrap up their reading test in 1 hour. Then to all those my students, I always suggest to use that 1 hour wisely and optimally. What you can do is, as per the levels, you can divide some time. For example, section 1, which is the easiest one, you can keep 15 minutes for that. For section 2, you can keep 20 minutes, and for section 3, which is having the longest text, there you can keep 25 minutes. So always make sure to practice accordingly. Furthermore, make sure that you are keeping 1 minute for a single question. Don't spare more than that on each question. What you can do is, if sometimes you are feeling that this particular question is taking a lot of time, then what mistake we do, we run after that question to find out the answer. Instead of doing so, circle that question, leave it then and there, and move further. You can come back to the difficult questions anytime later during the test. So first wrap up all questions and later come on to the difficult ones. So always make sure that you are using your time productively as well as wisely. Another major problem is what to do when we are not knowing the meaning of a particular word. Sometimes students stuck up at a single word because they are not knowing the meaning of that. In that case, I would suggest you not to skip any question because of this thing only, that you don't know the meaning of that particular word. Instead, what you can do is try to extract out the meaning by reading the entire sentence, and as per the context of the sentence, what the sentence is trying to say, then extract out the meaning. Else what you can do is just focus on the words that are taking you to the answer instead of focusing on those words which you don't know. So make sure that you are not going to waste your time in understanding the meaning of each and every word. Rather, you will go for the context and then extract out the meaning. Another thing that you need to take care of while doing your reading test is focus on the instructions. Make sure that you are following all the instructions religiously. If the question is saying no more than 2 words, then you can write either 1 word or 2 words, not more than that. If you are doing so in that case, unfortunately, you will end up in losing your band. Secondly, you have certain questions. One question are like yes, no, not given, and the others are true, false, not given. If the question is saying true, false, not given, and in place of true, if you are writing yes, then definitely you will lose your band. And in place of no, if you are writing false, then again you will lose your band. So be careful while reading the instructions and then attempt your answers accordingly. Apart from this, always take care of spellings, singular forms, plural forms, where you need to write capital letters. Make sure that you are going to follow the instructions extremely carefully. Another important point to be noted in your IELTS reading test is that the content is always paraphrased. What does it mean? The words that you are finding in your question, you may locate the exact word in your text, but those words in the text can be used in another context. So always make sure that you are able to understand the synonyms of those contexts. This is the basic intent of your test. They want to assess whether you are able to understand the similar ideas which are expressed with different words or different expressions. Let me tell you one example. Look at the screen. See, if in the question statement they are saying about 1900, and in the answer, the statement they have written is the early years of the 20th century. So both are same. Another example, intensive burst of energy, and how it can be paraphrased, explosive release of energy. So if you will see, both of the phrases are having the exact meaning, but whatever the words they have used, they are entirely different from the question statement. So always take care of paraphrased content. Don't only fall for similar words. Always look for the meaning, that in what context these words are used. I have one exercise for you where we people can practice together that how to understand the paraphrasing. Now I'm going to share a text on the screen. Please have a look. So this is the text. There are certain words that I have highlighted in yellow color, and at the bottom there are some words that I have given. And the words that I have given, these are the synonyms of the highlighted words. So shall we start? See. Okay, so your first phrase that I have highlighted is compulsory standardized tests. So out of these words, which you feel like can be the exact paraphrasing of that? See, for compulsory, I have written mandatory, standardized, systemized, and test, assessment. So it can be paraphrased like that. Mandatory, systemized, assessment. Now, of the words, I want you people to practice, and don't forget to share your answers in the comment box. I will be sharing the correct answers very soon. Another thing that I would like to mention here is never ever waste your time in reading the entire text. Learn how to filter the content. Learn how to extract out the information which is required for you to locate the answer. For that, always go for skimming and scanning of your content. For skimming, what you can do is read the first line of paragraph and the last line of paragraph to have the overview, what the entire paragraph is talking about. And mark my words, this trick will definitely help you to find out the answers and match the headings, which is the pain area for many of these students. I know that. So always make sure what you can do is read the first line of the passage and then read the last line of the passage. This will definitely help you to find the correct headings. See, look at the screen. I have a passage for you. Okay, so I have given you 4 headings for that. And what you need to do is, we will skim the content and you will read the first line and the last sentence of the passage. Shall we do that? See, what the first sentence is saying. In the past, it was accepted that there were a limited number of neurons in the brain, and as they died off as a result of aging, stress, or substance abuse, for instance, they were lost forever. Okay, now move on to the last sentence. So, in addition to its role in the reduction of stress hormones in the first place and its ability to stimulate the release of endorphins, exercise has now shown to contribute to the repair of chronically stressed brain. Okay, so we have understood the first sentence and the last sentence. Now go through the headings. One reason behind bad tempers, is it? No, the paragraph is not talking about that. Regrowing the brain with exercise. Yes, the last line of the passage is signifying this thing only, that how exercise is now helping in repairing the chronically stressed brain. Anyways, we'll read next 2 headings also so that we can be sure of our answer. The fallout of cell death. No, they are not talking about the cell death. The best type of exercise. No, they are not talking about any specific type of exercise. So yes, the heading is regrowing the brain with exercise. See how simple it was. I just read the first sentence and the last sentence, and I didn't waste time to read the entire text. This is what you are supposed to do in such kind of questions. When we have learned about skimming, let's do scanning. You know what scanning is? Scanning is basically the fast reading of your text. You are scanning the text with the speed reading to locate some specific words, some specific say names, keywords, or some dates, numbers, these kind of things. Okay, so let us practice it together as well. Look at the screen. There are certain questions for you. So what is the first question? The first question is, what is the average amount of sleep? Average amount of sleep means I need to find out a number. So don't waste your time reading the text. No cheating. Yes, what we can do is, yes, I can locate 2 numbers by scanning, that is 7 hours and 2 hours. So now what I need to do is, I will read the line, read the sentence to confirm what is the answer. Now, sleep researcher Professor Stanley Limpton believes that 7 hours is the average amount of sleep. Yes, this is my answer. Now, second question. What are the negative impacts of not sleeping properly? So what are the negative impacts of not having a proper sleep? So some words that are showing the effect. Quickly scan the content. Yes, here these are: clumsy, unhappy, irritable, agitated. So as per the word limit, you can choose any of these words. See how easy it was to find your answers if you are following the skimming and scanning of your content. So always make sure that while practicing now onwards, you will skim your content, you will scan your content instead of going for the detailed reading. Trust me on this, it will become easier for you to extract out the correct answers, that too in the minimum time. This is it from my side today. Hope these tips and tricks will definitely help you to score your desired band in your IELTS reading test. For the most comprehensive IELTS courses, please check our description box. And also guys, you can now tell us the topics on which you want us to make videos for you. Okay, so whatever the suggestions and comments, queries you are having, you can put them in the comment box. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share our channel. Thank you.